Many were saddened seeing a African lady on farm with her husband on her first visit to the Chinese environment. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment. Into this episode, let's look into African lady who just got married to a Chinese husband based in China. For the first time, African lady visited the Chinese environment has been filled with joy. Everyone was so much, filled with joy and laughter, and also appreciating and congratulating her on her arrival. But now, until just for a second, they met her or saw her, cultivating in the farmland, and that makes a bad approach concerning the Chinese people. Well, you can note that onto this package, you see African lady being gifted by her boss wife, some clothes and new shoes and some other goodies. Into this package, that the boss is advising her. If you check in our recent video, she was accepted. She said she wants to, be involved in the video production, and that maybe could involve the farming of cultivation of crops and other important products in the Chinese environment. Well, believe me, the Chinese people, as we all know, is some people that don't do away or do without farming. Farming, if you want to know, is one of their great, should I say, source of food and source of income to some. Well, African lady being invited or being visiting her place of marriage or where her husband is, it's not a taboo if she goes in and wants to aid a mother-in-law in the farm or in the cultivation or planting of seed crops. But you know how that this is the season of planting, and some person like, why would she involve herself in the farming that she's supposed to be, enjoying herself, moving around, seeing all the goodies in the Chinese environment, having fun with her husband, moving on canoe or moving from one place to another, tasting different delicacy. But I believe as time goes on, they're going to do that, but for the time being, they have to do the Chinese proper wedding. In preparation for that, I think that is what they are trying to do. So many matters are rising, but right now, that her boss is trying to, let her know if she wants to do video with them. Most persons feel like she's being used for money. She's being, the Africans are being used, for money, and they are being used for planting, cultivation, hard labor, slave, and all of that. But that is not the case. Please and please, if you get married to a certain family where it's their family, won't you farm for them? It's just a simple question. Won't you go and do what they are doing? Or will you isolate yourself that you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do that? When you go to you will be in the African environment, you behave like Africans, and when you come to the Chinese environment, you also should behave like the Chinese people. But everything you see them doing, you should as well be able to do it. Just as you can see, African ladies so smart and wise. She saw a mother-in-law, yes, doing the farming or planting with her husband. What would you expect her to do? To sit and watch? Or, the newly wedded wife has just arrived. She should not, just she should just balance by sipping wine. But that is not the case. I believe that as time goes on, they are going to entertain her and they are going to give her that good life which she deserves. And in fact, which we are hoping for. Well, you can note that the boss was encouraging her, giving her advice on if possible, if she agreed, but she said yes, and I think they'll proceed further in doing video as time goes on. So I believe that African lady she's been welcomed warmly, but for the fact that she was being seen in the farm cultivating crops and helping in planting makes people to feel somehow about the Chinese people. For those ladies that are so lazy and think that Chinese, when you marry to a Chinese man, because the Chinese man can do everything for them, that is, the Chinese man can cook, can do everything, they have nothing, so they are just tripping in for Chinese. Be well assured, when you're married to the Chinese people, you should be able to do some certain things, for yourself and your family. And not only the Chinese people, in fact, everywhere, you should be able to handle your home. You should be able to take care and also to arrange those things which are arrangeable. And if you find that the family, they are doing one thing, you should be able to assist, not to cross your leg, be sipping wine and say you are the new wife. That will not work. Okay, the Chinese people, they are hard-working people, they are creative people, they are people with great mindsets. So African lady, you see her, she's actually enjoying her stay in the Chinese environment, and also with her husband, feeling so much happy and feeling so much blessed to have gotten a wife for himself in Africa. Yes, for the preparation of the Chinese wedding, here's the all the wedding in Africa was being done amicably well. There is a traditional, the church wedding, the court wedding was being done. Now the Chinese wedding is what we're actually preparing for African lady, and believe me, it's going to come soon, as sooner as we all has expected. But for the meantime, one thing to another, one step to another, and will not skip one and then jump to another. As time goes on, we believe that preparation for the wedding is proceeding, and we hopefully that our African lady will definitely be welcome accordingly to the tradition and culture of the Chinese people. Well, in accordance to some of the comments that comes in, many were like, congratulations, and others were like, what is she doing in the farm? And others were like, why is she not supposed to be in the city? Some of the comments coming in, one who like, where is it coming from? Well, I think it's one thing at one after the other. Yes, we believe that she was the husband hailed from somewhere. It's not from the moon, it's not from the sun, he actually hailed from somewhere, and that place is called village, and that place is called the mainland. It's called the lineage, or should I say the main building, the main place where he originated from. So I guess you guys do not want them to fly and find themselves in the city, I guess so. Well, you see the happiness, the joy, and all of that in her African lady face, and also the boss face, and the wife also aiding and assisting in them and ensuring the couples get along with each other. For communication, our African lady is going to communicate fervently, and as smart as she is, we believe that she'll pick up the language, and so she understood or understand what they're saying. Not that they're saying come, she'll be going. When they say go, she's coming. So language barrier, I think, it's not an issue here. Someone is saying that what if they write on the sheet of paper, should communicate through writing? What if the husband doesn't know English or understand how to write English? What would you expect them to do? Well, we believe that since our Chinese words is available, there will be no language barrier. Every thing will go on smoothly. Well, she's still been gifted with a lot of gifts. The weather over there is quite different from that of the African weather, and the way you dress matters a lot. The way you dress, so the way you be addressed. If you don't want to be addressed somehow, you don't want to be addressed, you just have to master and know how you dress. Your appearance matters a lot, and so much thanks to a breast wife for clothing her and giving her those good should I say decent, yes, permit me to say that was decent clothes. If you check the clothes she gifted African lady, they are all decent clothes. She's not tight here shorts, no, but they are just too sweet and decent clothes. All right, this is where I'll be wrapping up today's episode, and I hope you're enlightened on today's package. Please do stay tuned and stay blessed. And always remember, lovelies, stay cool for now. Bye for now.